Well, hello there. Welcome back to Fat Guy in His Backpack. We are doing another how-to video for backpacking and hiking and just the outdoors in general. And hopefully this video is helpful. And the reason I'm doing this video, my son and I, we recently came back from the Pinecrest Trail in Ventana Wilderness. Beautiful trail. Absolutely stunning views. You got to see the Pacific from the mountains, which was really neat. Beautiful foliage, pine trees, shrubbery, just absolute great weather. But one of the things I've noticed, and I see this a lot with a lot of day hikers, because that's mostly what I do, just not able to get out and go backpacking every weekend like I'd love to do, trust me. So, you kind of just got to do what you got to do and get out where you can. And day hiking is just a lot more convenient. We live in an area where there's lots of day hikes in this area. But I just noticed I see this a lot. A lot of times I'll see people out hiking with improper shoe wear, like flip-flops, okay? I'm in my backyard here at the plush, as you can see, the plush Fat Guy in His Backpack estate. But wearing flip-flops to the store and in the backyard and just lounging around the house, that's great. But I'll see people backpacking with flip-flops, which I do not understand. But more importantly, I'll see people out there on a day hike, with not even a day pack, just a simple day pack with maybe like a granola or two in there. Just simple. Again, these are cheesy little granola bars or energy bars. You have one to eat and another just in case. And then their water situation. A lot of times I'll see people with these, just kind of carrying them as they hike, kind of in their hand as they hike along. And you'll see that, and man, I'll think, goodness gracious, that's leaving one hand empty or full. So if you slip and fall, it's gonna be a lot harder to brace yourself because one hand is holding a water bottle. And then secondly, just one water bottle like this. Sometimes I'll just see ones like this, which if you're gonna go on a day hike, if you're inside a city, this is fine, like a little urban trail. But if you're gonna be out in the woods or out in the wilderness, something like this, or just something like this is probably, it may be enough, but I think, man, an ounce of preparation can save a world of hurt. And when you're out there, if you get dehydrated, you get lost, very unlikely you'll get lost. But if you do, wouldn't it be nice to have more than just one of these things? Maybe this and one of these, something like that. And then, like I mentioned, a couple like energy bars or granola bars like these. Maybe some licorice or something, just give you that sugar high. And you don't need much, just a small little day pack. I know you won't look as cool. You look a lot cooler carrying your water bottle and so forth. But if it gets really hot out there, speaking of water, I might have to drink some right now. If it gets really hot out there, or like I said, you're out there longer than you think, or the trail's longer, or sometimes you crash, and you get dehydrated, which can be really a bad thing. It's a beautiful day right now here in where we live, which it normally is on the central coast of California, but it can get hot, and you can get dehydrated in hot weather. Especially if you're like me, if you're older, you're overweight, if you're hiking while you're pregnant, which you could do. You can hike while you're pregnant. There's nothing wrong with that. Just, you want to be prepared. A little bit of preparation can really go a long way. So you just take a little day pack and make sure you have plenty of water. If you have one of these, make sure it's in the backpack, or maybe it's on your belt, so that you're prepared just in case. There's lots of different ways to carry water. There's, let me show you here. There's this, a camel. Okay, I have a day pack where I can put this camel pack in the back. I'm not fond of camel packs, but you know what? You can use them. You can definitely take them and use them. It's just I prefer having something like this, or a very typical water bottle, something like this. But a camel's kind of nice because it's easy to get to. You have the little straw right here, suck it out, and away you go. And again, you're keeping your hands free, which I really think a lot of backpackers and hikers, sometimes they're novice. They think, nothing's going to happen. But it's easy to trip out there, and you want to have your hands free. Not holding a water bottle because it's cool. Okay, and I get that. We all want to be cool. And I was young once too. But having having more than one water bottle, having it in a backpack, having this, or you can easily pull it out. You just take off your day pack, you grab it out, not a big deal. Can really be helpful. There's things you can use, like, I'll show you right now. This is an old-fashioned thermos. I love this thing. When I first started backpacking, I got this because this is what I used when I was a kid. These old army thermoses. And these are great. You can, let's see if I can pull it out here while I'm talking. They're kind of cool. You put them on your belt. This one, I don't know if you can see right there, has a little belt. You put it right there so it's easy to get to. You pull it out. This one has a cup. There's the thing. Here's the canteen. And here's the cup. So if you had to cook while you were out or something, you could actually boil water in this. Easily done. I've never used it for that sort of thing, but I think I will. I even have little pieces of paper in there, so if I need to start a fire, I can. But it's really important if you're going to enjoy the outdoors, and I hope you do. Be prepared. Have some water, or more than one thing of water. I know this looks big. This is a good size thing of water right here. But the last thing I'd want to do is just bring this. If I brought this, I would also probably bring one or two of these. Okay? And you may say, that's overkill, I probably wouldn't even need it. Well, maybe you're going with a group. Maybe one in your group, it's dehydrated, that sort of thing. Having this could be helpful. Who knows why you made it. And here's the best part about it. If you don't ever use this, and say you just use one of these things, as you can see, this is from my last backpacking trip. That's all the water left. And I had 3 of these. So we did 2.5. But let's say at the end of the trip, you only needed this dill. You didn't need this. Well, then you just put it back in your fridge and away you go. But what if you are out there and you do need it? Wouldn't it be nice to have this on you, ready to go? That way it's set. You're not, just in case. Like I said, I'm an old Eagle Scout, so I like to be prepared. And okay, even with this, I would still bring a spare thing of water. Again, just keep it in your backpack, not a big deal. Because like I said, you never know when you're gonna, and just, again, it's better to be a little prepared, look a little goofy, because you could, like I said, if you're going with someone else, they could start to get dehydrated. A lot of problems with people when they get dehydrated, they stop sweating. So they think, oh, hey, I'm fine. No, that's actually a bad sign, really bad sign. If you're somewhere dry where everything evaporates really quickly, like the desert, that can also, you can feel like, oh, I'm fine. I'm not sweating, not even hot. Well, you are. Your body is just, the water's evaporating really quickly, and so you need a lot more water. If you're overweight, you're going to need to take a little more extra water if you're going to go on a backpacking trip or a day pack. Make sure the area you're going to, sometimes places don't have water sources. Pine Ridge did have a water source. Henry Code kind of did. They were a little bit gross, so we brought a lot more water than we needed. And luckily we had enough. So it's just be prepared. And then finally, these are something I recently discovered. It's called Quench Gum. They come in different flavors. Orange, I don't know if you can see that. Orange, lemon flavor. There's a grape flavor. So that's kind of my least favorite. But I bring one anyways, just for a little variety. But what that gum does is it builds up saliva in your mouth. I know, gross, saliva, ooh, disgusto. Well, that's, again, it's going to keep your mouth moist and wet. And that's what you want. So I discovered these things about a year or two ago. I used to bring Big Blue Chew gum. I found that was more trouble than it's worth, and I discovered these little deals. So I eat I'll chew on one of these for a while. And again, it's really good about getting the saliva going. And then finally, again, just bring a couple snacks. Again, these are just two snack bars. You may never even use these things. That's fine. But what if you do? What if your blood sugar gets low? Maybe you didn't know you had diabetes and you do. If you're overweight, over 50, there's a good chance you get type 2 diabetes, and having something like this with you can be really helpful. And again, it doesn't add that much weight. But again, I just wanted to do this video because I was really concerned about the amount of people, especially young people. Yeah, I'm talking to you young people. The fact you don't seem to take a lot of water with you. And I'm not saying to be paranoid and freak out, but it's really helpful to have extra water with you. Like I said, if you think, hey, I'm just gonna need this. This is a 5-ounce water hydration flask. Yeah, I'm just gonna need 5 ounces, not a big deal. Then bring one more. Bring an extra water bottle or two. I always bring 2 extra, more than I need. They're small, they don't take a lot of weight for my day. And I'm talking for day packs. You just have them. Like I said, if you don't need them, you put them in the fridge when you get home, and then later on in the day you get ice cold water. So there we go. That's kind of a nice way to look at it. So there you go, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video of Mr. Fat Guy in his backpack here at the vast Fat Guy in his backpack palatial estate. Kind of a neat thing. I just went and looked at my chickens, got an egg. Look at that, backyard chickens. Check out my Dave's Backyard Chickens channel on YouTube. I have a few videos on there. I haven't put a new one on there in a while. I need to do one. But hopefully that's helpful. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them right there. Leave a little comment poo right there. I'd love to get your ideas on how you stay hydrated on the trail, what you do as far as to keep your energy level up, that sort of thing. And hey, even if you disagree, nah, Dave, you're full of baloney. You don't need lots of water on a trail. You can always just pee in a cup and drink that, which is bad. That really is. I've seen a few videos on that. You do not want to have to drink your own urine for many reasons, not to mention the really disgusting part about it. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video on Fat Guy's Backpack. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And when I make my first gazillion dollars, I'll give you each $1. $1 bill. No, you know what? I'll give you a $2 bill. Who doesn't want a $2 bill with old Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson on there, huh? All right, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time on Fat Guy in his Backpack. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.